I get plenty of people asking me, what do I do when I get a cellulitis attack? I have my left lower leg. When it gets a cellulitis infection, it's pretty much my whole calf and shin turn bright red. I mean, really bright red. It swells up and it's quite painful. So I went to the hospital for this, 5 days, IV antibiotics, and then they say, you know, anytime it comes on, you need to get antibiotics and you right away. And there's truth to that. But I found that the antibiotics were pretty much ineffective. So what I did is I researched what's natural. What natural antibiotics does nature have to offer? Well, one of them is Pau D ARCO. It's the inner bark from a tree from South America. This stuff, no bacteria, bad bacteria, can withstand it or get used to it. It's antibacterial, antiviral, antiparasitic. Then I also use wild Greek oregano. This stuff, oh man, this is powerful. It's also an antibiotic and an antiviral. Then I also add Echinacea root. So what I do is I do about a tablespoon each of these into a 2-quart saucepan. And I'll show you what I do. Sorry for moving around too fast. Take a 2-quart saucepan, fill it full of water. Take a tablespoon of each of those ingredients and I put it in this water and I bring it to a boil, and then I put it on simmer for 20 minutes. No matter what time of day, if I get the chills, I immediately go make this tea. And as soon as it's ready, I drink a whole cup. Or a whole coffee cup. I guess I could have made this ahead of time, huh? Anyway, on the burner, high. Now, I don't measure a tablespoon, but I take a pretty good wad in my fingers. Each. It's pretty potent when it gets cooked. If you were to just boil it, shut it off, and then strain it and drink it, it wouldn't be as good as if you simmer it for the 20 minutes. And that, see, that was a pretty good wad. All right, I bring this all to a boil. Once it's boiling, I turn it down to simmer, put it on for 20 minutes. I'll show you that. I'll show you that when I get to that. All right, there we go. We got a boil. Now, I let it boil for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. Good rolling boil. Get all of the herbs wet. Then I just turn it down, get it to a simmer, leave it like that for a good 20 minutes. All right, there we are. 20 minutes of simmering. As you can see, we lost a little bit of water to evaporation. Now, what I do is I strain it through a small strainer. Pretty fine. I really don't care if any of this gets into the cup, because all of this can be drank. Just sift it. The phone would have to start ringing right about the time I want to do this. Just like that. 3 or 4 of these a day when you first get an outbreak. And then for 3 or 4 days afterwards, 2-3 times a day. This stuff is amazing. I went to the hospital. I spent 5 days in the hospital. They gave me 5 different kinds of IV antibiotics. I just kept getting worse and worse. I went home and they gave me another prescription pills of antibiotics, 2 of them actually. And they said, take these for 10 days. So nothing was changing. I sat here for several days and I said, that's it. Nature's got to have a better plan. And I found this. A couple of days of this, and man, I was back on my feet and rolling. I'm a contractor. I can't be laying around for 2 weeks trying to heal my leg. So anyway, another thing I added. I went to a naturopath and she gave me this to take 10 minutes before, and then these. These things are a natural antibiotic. Adding these and these knocks it out even faster. But this is what really does the trick.
Oh, my goodness, where's your friend?
So, it's Pau D ARCO.
Where's the other one? Oh, here she is.
Wild Harvest Greek Oregano. I don't know if you can see that. And Echinacea root. I get these from mountainroseherbs.com and I buy it in 1-pound bags. I got the Greek oregano off of eBay and I ordered it from Greece. So there you go. That's what I do.